Hello, good day, and welcome to Health Check on Voice of the People Television, the program where we have meaningful conversations about your health, your well-being, and the everyday choices that shapes how well we live. I am Praise Peters, and it is always a pleasure to have you join us. And so, before we dive into today's conversation, remember that you can stay connected with us on all social media platforms at VOP TV Live, and you can also watch us on VOP TV at SLTV channel 264. You can also catch up on past episodes and other health conversations on our YouTube channel at VOP TV Plus. So wherever you're watching from today, whether at home, at work, or maybe catching us during a break, thank you for making Health Check part of your day. Today, we are discussing a health issue that many families in Nigeria are familiar with. You know, I think you must have heard of it before. It is a conversation around, it's something that is really delayed. And the fact is, it is a serious reality. But today, we're talking about sickle cell disease. Across Nigeria and many parts of Africa, sickle cell disease remains one of the most common inherited blood disorders. I mean, thousands of children are born with the condition every year, and many families live daily with the same emotional, physical, and financial challenges that comes with managing it because it's really not an easy task. But here is an important point in this conversation. While treatment and care have improved over the years, experts consistently emphasize that prevention remains the most effective strategy, really. Better safe than sorry. And prevention often begins with something very simple, which is knowing your genotype early. That is really the best, the safest option, really. But unfortunately, many people only find out about their genotype very late, sometimes when marriage plans are already underway. And that can suddenly turn what was supposed to be a joyful moment into a very difficult situation if you get unlucky. But today on Health Check, we'll be discussing how sickle cell disease occurs, why genotype awareness matters, and what individuals and families can do to help prevent it. And towards the end of the program, we'll also briefly raise awareness about silicosis, a serious lung disease linked to exposure to silica dust. But joining me today is Richard Nyanime Enyengato, a health researcher, writer, and health data analyst. He's also an author and he collaborates with international partners on health research initiatives. Richard, welcome on Health Check. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Actually, the name is Richard Nyenime Inyangeto.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. It's good to have you on the show. How have you been?
Pleasure. Fine. How are you?
How's the job? How's everything? How is your field, literally?
Yeah, it's been impressive all around. So, what I do basically is to go research. If I hear of something that is not very rampant, especially sickness, diseases, I try to do research on it, then go into the field and go to where I can find people that are affected with such things, and then I interview them, get a good report before I start writing.
As a researcher?
Yes, that is what I do.
Amazing. So what actually drew your attention towards sickle cell disease?
Well, sickle cell to me is something I've met many people. I've come across many people, neighbors, and children especially have this sickness, sickle cell. Many of them died. Even I remember growing up where I used to stay, a child who was barely 7 years as at then died of this sickle cell. Then I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a normal sickness. Growing up, I made research, and then I found out that there was something called SCD. Most call it SCD, that's
sickle cell disease.
So I began to do more findings, and then I equally discovered that even the people that died or maybe they tag them Ogbanje. Those days, they, of course, they say people died of Ogbanje. I don't know if you know that word. So they people believe that it is a curse from the ancestral they believe that is a cause, and then that's why people died. So, but in most cases, it is a sickle cell disease that has killed these people, and then we didn't know about it. So our forefathers never knew. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why we lost many people in the past. So my work now, my assignment as a researcher is to make sure that I get this message across to different homes. You understand? Because as we are talking, we know what sickle cell is, but there are many homes they don't know anything about this sickness, and they don't even know what is wrong with their children. And some of them got married, they just go ahead, especially the youth, the young ones, just go ahead and then get married without even knowing their genotype. You understand? So the reason why I have gone into it is basically because of the children, because they don't know anything. They are just innocent.
All right, amazing. So let's begin with the basics. So many people have heard about sickle cell disease, but not everyone fully understands what it actually means. So just in very simple terms,
Okay.
in layman understanding, just so that everyone who doesn't even understand medical terms can actually understand what happens in the body when someone has sickle cell disease. I mean, those red blood cells, just tell us something about it.
What happened before we can talk about sickle cell? We will need to know the meaning, what genotype actually means. You understand? So genotype actually means a genetic makeup of your body. Okay, are you with me?
Yeah.
Genotype is a genetic makeup that determines how your body functions. You understand? So if your body doesn't function, most times it is inherited from your parents. In fact, it is inherited from your parents. Not most times. You understand? It is inherited from your parents, and that brings about the issue of the types of genotypes we have. We have different types of genotype. We have the AA, we have the AS,